Hey, everybody. Welcome. If it's your first time, we're glad you're here. And if it's a return, even better. The
I
tighter
can't believe
the
you came back
sweater.
to hang out with us again.
Well, it is a sad state of affairs, but that's all right. So, of course, we come unprepared. I was agitated at the beginning of the week.
Yeah, when we talked, we were gonna say some things. I was too. I was having a rough few days. I was getting very irritated.
I am going to say it anyways, though. I'm just not agitated about it anymore. But what I will say, I'm really proud of myself for not taking action like the dumb way that I usually do when I'm mad. I still very much don't like it, okay? Now, I'm not going to mention any names, but I need somebody. If anybody even watches this later, could you please email us or put it somewhere and explain it to me, okay? Because I'm going to separate out medication-assisted treatment from recovery, okay? I'm not making a statement about medication-assisted treatment, so that sits over there. That's not even really what this is about, but I guess it really is, okay? Because I know the educational system has changed how they educate healthcare professionals on addiction. So, what they say is if you don't get on MAT, you will die. Well, I didn't get on MAT and I'm not dead. And I know a lot of people who aren't dead, but that's not even the case. Here's the thing. This is my question and what I was so agitated about. So, I'm going to have to get up and get my coffee. I sure am. I am not sitting up there without any coffee.
Wait, stay put. Billy looks like he's on the move.
I need them both, Billy. I need the big one, too.
We need a hero.
Is the big one over there, too?
We need all the coffee.
Oh, look. Thank you, Billy.
I have had so much coffee
Billy
today that I actually think I'm headed in the opposite direction.
There's Billy!
Ah! Y'all
Say
saw
hello to Billy! Woo! Thanks, Billy. Oh, God, so much better.
I like it behind the camera better.
Well,
So
we
do
appreciate you
but I
coming
can't
around.
do nothing back there. But anyway, so here's the deal. Drug and alcohol free for 8 months. Okay. Then you go somewhere and you ask for Vivitrol, which is okay. Vivitrol's okay. Vivitrol's not addicting. No drugs or alcohol for 8 months and working a program and developing a relationship with God. So all the important things are intact. And guess what she is told? You need to be on Suboxone. How's that work? Well, no, I don't want Suboxone. I want Vivitrol, which now Suboxone has a new label, Redaxa. So don't get fooled by that name because it is Suboxone. So that's what they did. And I need to understand that. Somebody needs to explain that to me.
The system is not.
I am going to make an appointment with the doctor
for real recovery
as soon as she's further along down the road. I'm trying not to cause trouble for her, but doesn't sit well with me. They don't know the damage they did. So she thinks she relapsed, okay? And she's like, Kim, I relapsed. No, you didn't. That was prescribed by a doctor. You took it once. It made her sick, and it made her high. Okay, she's not taking it anymore. But guess what we got to do now? Guess what we're doing now? All the things. I said, no, you didn't relapse, but you're going to have all of the stuff that comes with relapse. You're going to have the cravings. You're going to have the thoughts. That's all been reactivated all over again. So we have to walk a little bit different walk now for a little bit. So I was agitated.
I have a lady coming to my barn right now who had 6 months clean and then had a little relapse situation, and they put her back on Suboxone and then made her stay on it for like a month while she waited to get the shot. And that upsets me because these people are so vulnerable. We talk about how addicts manipulate, addicts work the system, they do this, they do that. Okay, now I'm not dodging responsibility because I had to own up to all of my crap, and they do too. And there is a big part that's on their crap, that is their crap that they need to own. But when you have a person whose mind is not clear, a person who hasn't been walking clean long enough to, all the neural pathways to regenerate and, for like the thought process of, critical thinking and all of that to reform, when they enter into a relationship, especially with someone who is a doctor or some kind of licensed
somebody
therapist,
you trust and you think is smarter than you,
then guess what? This person is no longer the manipulator. It's the one in the position of authority that is manipulating, because there is no reason why someone who, after 6 months of clean time, who's had one small relapse, should have to restart all over on Suboxone or anything like that. Because the thing is, you haven't been clean long enough to be experiencing major withdrawal that you should need that kind of substance anyway, because that's what it's for. It's the step from what you've been on, to getting clean. It's that in between.
But it's not. The thought out there,
right,
for most
that's
professionals,
what it's supposed to be,
is, oh my gosh, they have to stay on that or they will die. Well, that's not true. And I would like to know what the percentage is of the healthcare professionals. Yes, you're educated. Well, hey, so am I. But I got something you don't. I'm in recovery. Okay. Mm-hmm. So I know that too, not something college taught me. Okay. So some of that's like really wrong. Mm-hmm. It's wrong and it's damaging. And I just need to understand.
Because it's really, all you're doing is changing drug dealers.
And they're on it for years. Mm-hmm. I have people on it for years, just like methadone. Mm-hmm. Years. So that's then a question becomes, what is this about? And if someone would like to answer that, I'm willing to debate that too, because I have some thoughts on that.
I can tell you, at the end of the road, it's all about, that's all that matters. Yeah. But who cares more? Because you can't serve both God and mammon, right? So the opposite of that is going to be the Lord, who loves you, who loves your soul, who paid the highest price. And that was not a dollar amount. That was his life, his shed blood on the cross, for you to be redeemed and set free from your drug addiction, so that you can walk in total recovery, and recovered as in past tense with an ED, because you do not have to claim that identity for the rest of your life. If you're going to be addicted to ministry, okay? You do not have to stay there. You do not have to camp in that place for the rest of your life.
And quit telling the lie that it doesn't make you high. That's a falsehood. That's a falsehood.
What doesn't get you high? Oh, the Suboxone and all. Yeah.
That's not true. It's
Pants
not
on
true.
Fire.
Yeah, it's not true.
Well, no, and they know that. The people who are giving it out, they know that. They just want you to be hooked so that your money goes to them instead of some punk on the streets. I'll say it.
Because it's legal and it's prescribed, not everything legal and prescribed is okay. Okay.
That's how I got into drug addiction in the first place.
Right. And if you look historically, what was okay 30 years ago ain't happening today.
Yeah.
Okay. We went from one pendulum clean to the other, and now we justify, well, it's prescribed. So it's good. No, it's not good.
And just because something is
for a drug
legal
addict.
doesn't mean
Yeah, it doesn't
that
mean
it's okay.
Yeah, you probably won't go to jail. But
Right.
I got a lot of patients on Suboxone that have DUIs, so you do go to jail still.
Mhm.
Okay.
You used to be able to walk into, an old store, buy lithium right off the, opium right off the shelf. You can still buy alcohol, and you have people whose issues with alcohol are way worse than some people on pills ever thought about being.
Mm-hmm.
The damage
Mm-hmm.
does not care about what method
Yeah.
you use.
Right.
The damage is it makes me think of those Allstate commercials. You ever see that? What's he called? Hi, I'm Chaos, or what is it? And he's like, I'm here whenever, and then they show like some ridiculous scenario. Like the one they keep showing, if you've been to the movie theater lately, they show him he's wrecking a car. They're doing like a stunt driver scene or something, and he wrecks the car into a food market stand. And what is it? I'm not Chaos. What does he say?
Mayhem.
Yes, that's it. I'm
yeah.
mayhem.
Yeah, mayhem. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
it.
no, that's drug addiction. It's like I don't. It doesn't matter the problem, the situation. It'll manifest in any. It's just going to be there. Okay, and you can be addicted to literally anything. Some things are going to cause you bigger problems than others.
Right.
Some things are going to cause you to go further faster than others. I mean, it's just going to be different, but they all are going to do a lot of damage. They all will separate you from Christ, and that's the point, right? Like that's why the enemy uses addiction, because if he can get you living in your flesh, then you will deny the Spirit. You won't hear anything that God has to say to you.
Right.
You won't repent. You won't do anything that's hard. You won't sacrifice. You won't surrender. If you can't take your flesh with you, you're not going, right? And because we have free will, free choice, because God is the gentleman, he gives us that. He gives us the ability to choose something other than him. And addiction helps us to do that. Yeah. That is not even what we were trying to talk about.
That's what I was trying to talk about.
I just
but
thought
you
we were talking about being mad.
You were mad about something.
I don't even remember what I was mad about. I just know it was.
I do, but I
I
ain't gonna say it.
It was a
It's
few.
here. Yeah, I got
It was a few different things over a few days that just had me
aggravated.
Yeah, and that was really what I was thinking about. It didn't matter the specific thing.
Yeah.
It was just the fact that sometimes, we have days like this, seasons like this, where everything seems to
aggravate us.
And we're feeling sensitive, and it's like somebody turns the volume up on a feeling or a thought, and, we have to take those thoughts
to the Lord.
We got to captivate them, though.
Yep.
Captive.
Change them.
Take those thoughts. I was good.
Yeah.
I don't know why I was trying to say captive, and it kept wanting to come out captivating, because I always have that book. Like that's the word. It's captivating. Have you guys read that yet? Anybody? Because we've talked about it on the show. The John and Stacey Eldridge books. You guys should definitely. But I don't know. I was irritated and aggravated at did we stop?
We got a black screen on one of our cameras. I switched it to a different camera.
Okay, we're still here. We're here.
Yeah, we are. Look at Heather got her hair cut.
Yes, guys, I did. Listen, sometimes maybe it's part of that season. I was all fired up about everything.
If you don't know Dwayne at Wow's Salon, you need to know Dwayne.
Get to know Dwayne.
Yeah, he's the best of everything in the hair cutting world.
So this is definitely shorter than my hair has been for a long time. And then, I was hot. It's very hot.
Yeah.
And I was just feeling some kind of way. And somebody mentioned something about a cute little haircut. And I was like, yeah, I will. So I sat down and I was waiting on Dwayne because he was finishing up with a client before me. And I Googled short haircuts for chunky girls. And this was one of the first.
What's a chunky girl?
You got it, because you have to be careful what haircut you put on a chunky face. All right, look at these cheeks, Kim.
Oh my gosh.
You got to be careful how you line that up. Okay?
Okay.
All right. So, I don't know. I just keep puffing it
Well,
up.
I'm glad I
like
don't
it's
have
gonna-
hair growing on my belly because I'd be looking for a way to shave it for a chunky belly.
Oh
Because
my
my
gosh.
belly is
But
chunky.
My hair, she is ridiculous.
Oh, don't make me show it.
She will.
Help
me turn this conversation before she gets naked.
Yeah.
'Cause
Well, I wouldn't get naked. I just show you
will.
my belly. It's no different than a bikini, okay? And I don't wear bikinis no more, okay? Because it's all gross at almost 68.
Anyway,
Okay.
chopped
Yeah.
all my hair off.
Okay.
I bought some sheep. I bought some horses. I'm not feeling aggravated anymore. I'm feeling pretty happy. Actually, I feel pretty good. I feel pretty good. Yeah, we'll see what happens with it, but I'm feeling pretty good right now. Give me a couple days. I'll probably be feeling pretty tired.
That's equal to me buying a car. And that makes me feel good too.
Yeah, I feel
It's
great.
not even a new one, but it's like the woman shopping thing. You know, go and get yourself a new shirt or pants or whatever.
I did get some new pants too. Walmart special, a little stretchy. I
love stretch jeans. You can't even tell stretch jeans are stretch jeans anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's what I got. I got nothing.
Yeah.
What do you got?
Let's see what happens here.
I've been reading Ephesians. So.
Have you?
Yes, I have.
Well, I was going to say, I mean, we could go in there, but I'll tell you.
I finished James. I read James.
James is good. I was in there.
Yeah.
Yep, got through there.
And now, for the 100th time, I'm reading that in Ephesians, and I really like Ephesians a lot. It tells you exactly how to be, really. And it
reminds you about the armor of God and that we don't fight against flesh and blood.
And
although we try to.
Yeah, we do. That's where the aggravation comes in. See, because if you could see the person as a spirit, like when you get mad, like that whole situation I was talking about, like I'm mad with the prescriber. But really, no, that's really not what's happening. You know, there is a spiritual battle over this girl's soul because she is loving God. She is loving God. So here comes the law.
Breaking the law. Breaking the law.
That's
that
it.
song?
Yeah, that's what I wanted to say.
Breaking the law.
Yeah,
breaking the I am way too caffeinated.
Yeah. No, you're not.
I'm just the right amount caffeinated.
Yeah, you are.
All right, let me rein it back in.
Bring it into something
so
that
we
matters.
listen. So I have a family member that stays out of the family. And
understandable.
Yeah, but it's not. I think he's harboring a deep, dark secret that he's never told anyone. Because there's a lot of anger, bitterness, resentment, and like we all pray for him, but he won't talk to any of us. And just every now and then he'll pop up sending somebody some really ugly, nasty, crappy messages. And then that's it. He gets blocked. And then, we don't see him or talk to him for a long time. But I just think for there to be that much anger and resentment and bitterness, I think that, there's things going on that maybe he's never shared.
I know when I wasn't okay, I couldn't be around. I couldn't care about. I couldn't love anybody trying to live right.
Yeah.
Because it made me, I would have had to look at me, so I just stayed away from him. Okay, I am not going to look at me, and it is not going to be about me. So it's okay if it's about you, because that way I can keep on with whatever I'm keeping on with.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I
just, families can be messy, and
oh gosh,
I don't know. It's just hard to watch people, just carrying things that they don't have to carry because Jesus can carry it. And, it was kind of along the subject, because Cheryl came this morning and talked to my class. You guys heard her testimony a few weeks ago, and she came and shared her story of child molestation, sex trafficking, all within her family, and shared that with the ladies from the recovery home this morning. And I don't know. I wonder if this person maybe didn't have some kind of experience like that as a child that he never shared with anyone. Because you see, like, people will react so extremely to things. And you think, there is no earthly normal reason for this to be that extreme. Like, sure, I get it, be angry. Okay, the family wasn't what you wanted it to be. You know, there were disappointments, you know, all around, bud. You weren't the only one.
All families.
Right. Every family, you know, everybody's got some disappointments and stuff.
Yeah.
But for you, and I'm not going to, you know, in case I share this later, I don't want him to feel pinpointed. I don't.
Well, nobody knows. So
right.
You're good.
The things that he has said are so dark and twisted and evil that it's gone on for so long, and that like the rage, the outrage that, you know, is to each one when the opportunity is there.
What's under that though? What is
That's
under
what
your rage?
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Hurt
What's there?
deep.
From what though?
Yeah.
Like, what was the root?
Wow.
What's the first? Because this isn't just some of the dumb stuff that's coming out. Like, there's no way this has you that upset. Like, what is really going on? And I think, you know, I'll bet there's probably other people experiencing this as well. Like, maybe there's someone in your family. Maybe you have a friend. Maybe you have a coworker. There's someone coming across your path somewhere in your life where you're thinking, this behavior is just so not necessary.
It's over the hill.
You know, right. Just to over the top, way too much.
Yeah.
Somewhere in that person is a narrative that makes sense, that is based off some past traumatic event. And just because you don't know what it is, you know, doesn't mean that it's not there. So just like in Ephesians, we have to say we're not battling against flesh and blood, you know, but the spiritual.
And that kind of thing usually has some component of guilt and shame in there. Okay. So rather than have guilt and shame, which belongs to Satan, okay, rather than have that, if I'm angry, then I don't have to share that. I don't have to address the guilt and shame. I don't have to have the conversation of what was real and what happened. But it's so incredibly sad. What are you doing? That's like fish lips. Those are fish lips. Didn't you ever call
my thinking
fish
face.
lips? Well, don't. That's probably a don't do that. Okay. I probably wouldn't really do that. I can do it though. Those are fish lips.
What about the fish lips? Hey, Marcy, I see that you came in.
They're yucky, but we'll move past that. Anyways, that's all
keep
I'm
your
saying.
clothes
The
on,
guilt
Kim.
and shame and easier to be angry, but all of that is a spirit. Yeah, see, look at that. Look at all my wrinkles. Oh my God.
Let's stop looking at this. Don't look at the screen.
All right, well, don't fish lip no more.
Okay, no more.
God.
No more.
Okay.
No more.
So
But I will say
anyways.
this. Anger is cruel and wrath is like a flood. But jealousy is even more dangerous. An open rebuke is better than hidden love. And wounds from a sincere friend are better than many kisses from an enemy.
Yeah, and that's a sneaky bit. Those people that act like they like you and they agree with everything.
But how
that
about
you
this
say.
being written like 2,000 years
how
before
about it?
Jesus and Judas
Yeah,
ever
'cause
was
you
a
know
thing?
it's true.
Right. And Jesus read this and he was like,
You look
I
more
know
like,
what's
you
gonna
know, our
happen.
warrior songs, you know, with the shield. Yes, the women warrior songs, you know, you send them to me.
oh, like the Hebrew.
Yeah, with you, with your short hair. And when you went like that, you look more like a warrior now than you did. So that's good. That's,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. That doesn't, we're way out to lunch. God, what is wrong today?
Like, it's just one of those days. Sometimes we just got to get together and have fun and talk about crazy things. Marcy, I bought some horses today.
Yeah. She did.
Just since you're there.
And yeah, you are late, but that's okay.
Mhm.
We tape it, so you know that's good.
So the mom, she came from wherever she came from, has some kind of brand. It's like a big G on her butt cheek, and I guess they were calling her Gigi. So we're gonna need something better than Gigi. And
Glorious girl.
well, so one of my
Get going.
one of my ponies is her. We call her
Get going.
Baby Eula, but her actual name was Glory Hallelujah.
Giddy gup.
Get-
Giddy gup. Okay.
If
Giddy
anybody else has
Right.
any ideas, please
Giddy
chime in. I'd
Giddy
be grateful. Marcy, anything.
Gigi.
No.
Gorgeous
What?
Granny.
So delayed. Marcy, help. We need names.
Gorgeous Granny.
So, and then the filly, like the little girl,
Groovy
she
girl.
doesn't have a name, but she's a gypsy and she is thick, okay? Like built like a little tank. So she's going to need a cool name. Cool.
You didn't like any of my names.
I did not.
Wow.
I did not. You didn't like my fish lips.
No, I really don't. Right. I said you're not going to do it anymore.
Okay. Okay.
You said okay once, but
I
you
did.
did it again. See, that's too much spending money and getting haircuts for chunky girls.
That
And
is what
this is
I
what
was looking up.
happens. You
I had to
said
make
it.
sure.
I didn't
Look,
say it.
Look, now
I
I'm
never
all,
would say that.
I came out with my short
But now
hair
you're
and now I'm
spicy.
wild.
You're
I'm-
spicy.
Oh, okay.
That's what it's
Oh,
called.
Spice Girl.
It's called spicy. That's what you're
Spicy.
acting, spicy.
I'm acting. Kim's always spicy.
I am. And I don't have short hair, but I'm just thinking about getting mine like that short, an inch short, an inch. I want it just spiked, and that's it. Shaved on the sides, spiked on the top, and you can call me Dickie Dyke. Because that's how I want my hair.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Well, Dwayne, can you do this for our girl?
He can and he would. I would not let anybody else cut my hair. But
Make the
Dwayne.
appointment, Kim. Call him right now.
Steve will divorce me.
Oh, well, we can't have that.
Well, we could.
Mm-mm.
I have moods like that. And so if I come in here with short hair, you'll know I've seen them turning.
That's funny.
It is.
Yeah. So let me tell you about the rest of my time with the ladies this morning because
Okay.
it was beautiful.
Yeah, okay.
So
That's
since
good.
we've only had 2 sheep this whole time and they've been living near the horses in their own tiny little pasture. Well, last night we got 4 new sheep. And so now we have a little flock of 6 and we've put them in a different place and it changes the atmosphere.
Oh, it's
It's
gorgeous.
incredible.
It is.
Cooper, Boswell. These are girls, Marcy.
GG is on the
Not-
side of her butt. It
No.
has to be GG.
No, there's just a G, just one letter
Oh,
G.
one G.
Yeah. But it
So,
doesn't have to be anything.
Gooper or Goswell. That'll work.
So anyway.
Gooper or Goswell. Gooper.
So we went to the
Okay.
sheep pasture and we
Yes,
just
we
we
did.
sat in the pasture and all the sheep came around and we just got to love on them and then kind of like the new ones weren't quite there, but it was a really good just like a kind of practice a little for them to like be around some new people and work on getting comfortable in their new atmosphere. But it was just a really neat experience for all the ladies, the ladies from
You
the
need to
recovery
post
home.
parts of that. That is the coolest
Yes.
videos. You need to post
Yeah.
those on the mini
Well,
ranch.
I posted the video of my dog
Oh,
getting the
herding
sheep.
them.
Yes.
Yeah, sheep
Yes.
herder. This non-sheep herding dog is a sheep herder now.
Yes, girls. Urania. Maybe,
I like that. I don't know what it means.
girl. Was that a typo? Urania.
I don't think
What
it's
does
a
it
typo.
mean? I've never heard that ever. Urania.
It means
Clementine is cute.
It means G butt branded horse.
So anyway, the girls just got to sit in this pasture with
Okay.
sheep, and we were talking about how like the flock, parallels like we're the body of Christ. Like they move as one. It's they're together. It's beautiful, and we talked about God seeing us and calling us his sheep, and you're there. Well, it's one thing to know that God looks at us like sheep, but then when you see them in front of you, you're like, oh my gosh, and you start to see the characteristics, and then you see like just how delicate we are, and that was a very cool thing.
And how much you
So,
love them.
yes.
And that's how he
Yeah.
loves us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we got to give them
Yeah.
that experience, and then we went on a beautiful nature walk through the woods, and we stopped at this beautiful overlook. Like, it looks over the river. It's a clearing out in the middle of the woods, and the sun comes down right on this spot, and you could see the sun on the river. Like, it was just the most beautiful, peaceful thing. And we were all able to stand together, and we prayed and we worshiped, and we talked about how the river is so powerful, and if you put something in it, like, it's being carried away from you and there's no stopping it. So, like, symbolically, they were throwing things in that they didn't want to carry anymore, and it was just such a beautiful time
very
of
cool.
yes, letting things go and saying, like, I'm not going to carry this weight ever again. I don't have to. God's not asking me to do this. I'm giving it to him. I'm letting it go, and I'm moving on. And we took the time, like, grieve what you let go, if that's what you need to do.
Yeah.
Thank God for giving you the ability to let it go. All that. Just have your moment. Take that moment. And then when everybody was ready and had time to, like, process what they had done, then we went on and, like, continued along the path. And it's very symbolic of, like, okay, this happened, and now here we go, moving, like, onto our life path. Not just a path through the woods, but, like, our life path. And then as soon as we got just a little bit down the path, a doe came leaping across, for like, just in front of us, and went through the woods, and they all got to see it, and it was just so beautiful and special. And I just love God's creation.
I'll tell you what's important about all of this is for you to change the
She Googled
visually.
Romanian names.
Yeah, I know. I saw that.
I love you, Marcy.
I was going to crack up, but I decided not to.
Urania.
Means heavenly.
We'll see.
Okay, you didn't tell us that part, Marcy, that it means heavenly. I love that.
Okay,
Now
but
it's-
anyways,
okay,
'cause
sorry.
we're about done here. We
Yeah.
are about done.
I haven't
But
even had
here's
dinner.
the thing.
I gotta go
No,
home.
I haven't
Sorry, my kid
had
didn't.
anything anyways. But anyways, no, we did have some wonderful cupcakes from Billy's wife. But anyways, that's not dinner.
No.
I want a spam
But it
sandwich.
was good, girl. Thank you.
Oh, God, so good, so good. You need to start looking at life that way, in the sense of a walk doesn't just have to be a walk, okay?
Right.
The symbolism, sitting with the sheep in the field, okay, that is that, but symbolizes all the stuff that Heather said, which is so big. That is a way to get quality mind and heart stuff out of an everyday darn thing. Like, we on New Year's, we used to write down stuff that we wanted to turn over to God. It was called a burning bowl ceremony. And there was a big metal bowl, and we would write it down and throw it in the bowl, everybody, and then we would burn it. And then sometimes we would write everything down of what we were going to work on for the year, for New Year's. And next year, it was handed back to you so you could see what you could do.
Oh.
But there's, like, so much stuff, like that whole thing this morning at her farm. That has 1 million great things in it that didn't cost one thing, okay? Was not ordinary stuff. That's all ordinary stuff. That was so incredibly spiritual. So that's what I wanted to say about that.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Short hair and all. Yeah. Okay. I'm done.
Yeah, me too.
I don't know about you.
re-
I'm hungry.
Doug's making me pumpkin blossoms for dinner, so I need to go home.
I love Doug.
Yeah,
I
he's
don't
pretty
get
great.
pumpkin blossoms, but I love them for you. I love you two together. I love you too.
Thank you.
But it all sounds like I have short hair, so we're going to move
It
on.
sounds like you have short hair.
Yeah,
Is there
I'm
a sound?
sounding-
Are you sounding spicy?
Yeah. Yeah, I need to. Don't. That makes me want short hair.
Do
but
it.
Now I can't do it because you've done it. So now.
No.
I can't-
You
oh,
know
Kim got
who?
her hair cut
Every
because
time
Heather did.
every time I get my hair done, you know who turns around and ends up with almost the exact same haircut? My baby sister. And I don't even care. I love it. She's adorable. And she probably looks cuter with it than I do. So she comes over and drops the kids off yesterday. And I'm like, look
I'll
at my
vouch
hair.
for that.
And she was like, I was thinking about getting my hair cut short. Now I can't do it. I was like, girl, quit. When does that ever have stopped you? I got bangs. She got bangs. You know, she had blonder hair. My hair's darker. And then she
Listen,
went darker.
She's really cute.
She's adorable.
She's really cute.
Yes.
Really cute.
Yeah, and if she wants to get her hair
Even
cut
without
short,
hair, she would be cute.
she used to not have hair. Actually, in her addiction, she had shaved her head bald, and she always wore these big hoop earrings.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was cute. Even then,
She's cute.
she's
now.
adorable.
Yeah. She
Yeah.
is.
So listen, you can get it if you want to.
No, I can't. I'm not of that nature now.
Okay.
I'm not going to have the words on the street. Oh,
I'm
did you
just
see-
still
did you
trying
see
to
Kim's
figure it
hair?
out.
Well, Heather got hers cut first, and it'll be the whole Sunday gossip at church.
Y'all got
Please.
better stuff to talk about than that, don't you?
No, they don't.
Oh my lie.
No, they
Why?
don't.
Why my lie?
'Cause
My
stuff-
gosh, I was what I was
My
trying to
stuff's
say.
on the street, so I don't
Stop
have any
it.
secrets.
Gosh.
Okay, all right, we're done. Cut us, Billy.